Do I want the customer to give me all the money?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I do. And if that's the case, why in the world would I put the numbers down in front of Lila and just launch into the numbers? Because have I reminded her of all the value that's coming with this? No, I haven't. No. And by the way, you're not even buying a car, but where'd your eyes go when I put the numbers? You went right to the sheet. Okay? You lose control when you do that. You want to maintain control of the process. I gave you a pen. Gave you a pen with a highlighter too. Doesn't matter.
I don't even know what the hell I just did on my pen. Okay.
Before I ever let her see the numbers, I'm going to talk about all the value that comes with this vehicle. Okay? I'm going to make sure it's the right vehicle. I'm going to say something to the effect of there's no such thing as a good deal on the wrong car. The Kona that you picked out, right color,
Yes.
right equipment,
Yes.
right year,
Yes.
right miles. So we have the right vehicle, correct? Okay. Now, not only is this the right vehicle, because it's Motor Trend certified, it's going to be a better and more reliable vehicle because of the extensive inspection and reconditioning process we put the vehicle through. Now, I would have talked about all this before, but I'm going to remind her, okay? Now, there's people all over this city sitting in exactly the same seat you are, in dealerships all around the city. They're all at high risk. We are going to eliminate most of the risks people have when they're buying a used vehicle. Because I can tell you it's a better and more reliable vehicle, but now I'm going to guarantee it with a 6-month, 7,500 mile, comprehensive limited warranty that covers most of the mechanical workings of the vehicle. Okay? And I'm also going to provide you 6 months of roadside assistance. So, you don't need to worry about buying somebody else's problem. Number one, our inspection and reconditioning process should have found any problems that were there, but we're going to guarantee it with a warranty. Now, another fear people have is the fear of paying too much. With our best value guarantee, you can't pay too much, can you? Because what did I tell you we'd do if you found a similar vehicle to this one on any website in this country outside of the ALM organization that was advertised for a lower price and it came with the same benefits we offer? What did I tell you we'd do?
Cut a check for the difference.
Cut you a check back for the difference, so you can't pay too much. You think it's the right vehicle, I think it's the right vehicle, but we're going to give you a 5-day test drive because during those first 5 days, if you decide it's not the right vehicle for any reason, you can bring it back here and exchange it. This way you don't lose a penny. It's not like trading it in. You can exchange it for another vehicle and you take no financial loss at all. All of this value comes with your vehicle. Does it make sense to do this before you show them the numbers?
Yes.
If it was a new Hyundai, I'd go through the 560, the 1000, the 560 roadside assistance, and anything else that comes with a new Hyundai.
Right.
Okay? Look, I know you all would have talked about all these things during the course of the engagement, but does the customer hear everything we say?
No, they
Do
think
they
about it.
remember everything we say?
Summarize it.
Hell no. Okay? So now I'm going to present the numbers. I'm going to tell stories. Okay? You want high payments or low payments? Okay, the more money you put down, the lower your payment. You want to save some money?
Yes.
Reduce your balance to finance. When you put down cash, it reduces the balance to finance and reduces the finance charges. Doesn't matter who you borrow the money from. Okay, so you save money. And you also are in a position to trade it sooner because you build cash value faster. I don't use the term equity because consumers
don't know
don't
what that means.
understand what it means. I've gotten thousands, I've been watched 20 million times on YouTube. I'm a Class D celebrity. Okay? And I can't tell you how many times consumers write, yep, you can't build equity in a depreciating asset. They don't understand. So you're building cash value. Okay? So keep that in mind. We'll get back to this in just a second. I'm going to show you a short-term payment. nobody in Georgia will show you a higher payment than I will. But this payment also saves you thousands of dollars because it's short term. You pay it off faster, getting to the dream payment sooner, which is no payment at all, and you can trade it sooner. I'm going to show you a long-term payment, which is a beautiful payment because it goes way down, but you still have the financial freedom and flexibility to pay it off early because there is no prepayment penalty, so you can get all the same cool stuff here, out here with a lower payment. Just pay it off in your own time frame. And this would be the best of both worlds. So, first things first, which cash down number is going to work best for you?
About $3,000.
High payment, save the most money, pay it off faster, trade sooner. Low payment, financial freedom and flexibility, and best of both worlds. Put a
You got
check
an
mark.
appointment here. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Put a check mark by the payment that works best for you, and okay that right down there.
I mean, I do want to be about $550 though per month.
Okay, we can do that one of two ways. You tell me which way would work best for you. You can put down additional cash. If you want to drop your payment by $130, you would need to put down about $6,000 more. Or I could see if you qualify for a longer term. Which way would you like me to do it?
Longer term.
Which is going to be the number one answer, okay? That's why I like a deal written up with short terms initially, because it conditions the customer, but it also gives us 66, 72, 75, 84, and how good are those payments going to look when I bring those out?
Sweet.
Way better. Does it make sense? What's easier to choose, one of three or one of nine? One of three. I love I love the format of this. Don't get me wrong, but I'm never, ever going to ask the customer to pick one of 9 payments. I'm always going to reduce it to 3. Okay? Does this make sense?
Yeah.
I need this recording like right now.
Well, you're going to get this.
Right now.
You're going to get
Yeah.
this. You're going to get this
'Cause
video.
I like the way you did that.
That
Okay.
full word track.
I'm also going to give you this. Okay? But we know what's going to happen because I didn't talk about anything over here, did I? No, and I never do. The only time I would highlight a number down here is if there was a discount listed, I would highlight the discount. If there was a trade, I'd highlight what we're buying the trade for. And if there was tax credit, I'd highlight the tax credit. Okay? I only want to highlight the positive numbers for the customer. But we know what's going to happen.
They want to know they out the door too.
Now the out the door is right here. Okay, I don't highlight it, but again, I'm prepared to answer questions because you're about to object. Okay, in fact, I'm going to give you 9 objections to give me.